Thanks for joining us. I'm Brad Claunch.
And I'm Quinn Tran. Chickasaws are proud of their heritage and culture.
Part of that culture includes the unique items that are handmade.
The beaded collar is a tedious craft that takes time and a sense of tradition.
It looks harder than it really is.
One loop after another.
It's just repetition.
Glenda Galvin has mastered the art of collar beading. She threads the colorful beads with a simple fishing line.
Make your next loop and then come back down and again pick up every other. It takes about 66 loops at the top. You just kind of figure out what pattern you might want to use, work with that pattern, and once you get your pattern down, you just keep going over and over.
Glenda has been beading most of her life. Her favorite items to create are these collars that Chickasaw women wear with their traditional dresses.
We used to coordinate our collars with our dresses back in the day, and now anything goes. I'm using glass beads because I like the luster and the shine. It's tedious, but oh my gosh, the beauty. The beauty is what I really enjoy. Once you finish something and you see what you've created, it's like, oh, it's amazing how beautiful a piece you can actually make.
The beautiful handmade beaded collars have attracted another generation of women.
It is very relaxing.
Lorie Robins and Dixie Brewer say they learned the craft from this Chickasaw elder.
The things that they're doing, I would never have thought about doing. And they're beautiful pieces, beautiful pieces.
Lorie and Dixie have created their own style of beading through their technique and even materials.
I did the bamboo and wood collar because I wanted something different. So it's traditional with a twist. They mean a lot whenever they're given to someone. And usually it's someone special, someone that means something to you, and you've made that for them, and they cherish it.
Please join me in welcoming the 2012 Dynamic Woman of the Year, Ms. Evelyn Brooker.
It's special moments like this one that Lorie Robins cherishes. She has the task of creating the framed beaded collar that's presented to the Chickasaw honored as the Dynamic Woman of the Year.
It does send chills, especially when they look at it for the first time, because they don't ever see it until the moment they're announced and the governor is giving them the award. When they look at it and the expression on their face is wow. It's a good feeling. That is probably my favorite collar to make every year because it's also my hardest collar to make every year. It's harder for me because when I make a collar, I know what colors are going to go in it because I have a swatch of a dress or something of their moccasins, the colors they want. I know the person. But the Dynamic Woman Collar Award, I have no idea who's getting that.
Lorie and Dixie say it's now their turn to teach another generation of Chickasaws to bead. Their teacher believes anyone can learn if they take the time to appreciate this Chickasaw tradition.
This is part of our culture. And if we know something, history, culture, anything that belongs to the tribe, if we have that knowledge, I think that it's up to us who know to share that so that it goes on and on and on. And the creativity is amazing that the next person has.
Beading a collar can take a few days to several weeks. Lorie says she works several months ahead of time on the collar that's given to the Dynamic Chickasaw Woman of the Year because it's a more delicate piece, a very special piece.
And a little bit of history on the beaded collars. Glenda Galvin says that Chickasaw women admired the crocheted collars that the European women wore. Chickasaws created their own version using the colorful beads.
They're beautiful. Well, April is National Family Reading Month, a time to promote reading with your kids.
Reading just 20 minutes a day with your children can improve their listening and literacy skills. The Chickasaw Press has several wonderful books for families. These are some of the Chickasaw Press publications. They include children's books, biographies, and historical works. The books are valuable to the tribe and its people. All of them provide insight into Chickasaw culture and heritage.
I don't think there's anybody that doesn't benefit from learning more about Chickasaw history and culture. It's part of American history, Oklahoma history, Mississippi history. It's part of, Chickasaw history and culture is part of the fabric of the larger world in which we live.
The Chickasaw people play an important part in their tribe's history. Chickasaw Lives, Volume 4, Tribal Mosaic, is a part of a series of books that share the life and times of Chickasaw citizens.
It's not only important to the Chickasaw people that these books be published, written and published, but it's important to all people, you know, because this way you're getting a fuller account of the lives of the ancestral Chickasaws and contemporary Chickasaws.
Volume 4 shares interesting stories about Chickasaw citizens, including a former Peace Corps volunteer. The book also features a Chickasaw citizen's struggle with the aftermath of the Oklahoma City bombing. This next publication is a very special one.
It's one of the latest Chickasaw Press publications, the Chickasaw Prayer Book. The Chickasaw Language Committee, which includes several elders, helped with the prayer book. The book includes hymns and prayers specific to events. The Bible verses are shared in both Chickasaw and English.
The Chickasaw Prayer Book is definitely one of the most historic pieces that we've ever done because it's the first time that the Bible has been translated in any real amount into Chickasaw. The prayers were all written first in Chickasaw and then translated into English. It is an extremely important book for recording the native idiom, seeing how native speakers actually speak, and then how that translates into English. It's fascinating.
For more on the prayer book and other Chickasaw Press publications, you may call this number on your screen. Governor Bill Anatubby says the arts are an important part of a well-rounded education.
That's why every year the Chickasaw Nation dedicates time to recognize the arts with Youth Arts Month. This annual event was held at the Community Center in Ada. Children and their families experienced a variety of activities, demonstrations, colorful art projects, and other hands-on projects. The Chickasaw Nation's Division of Arts and Humanities hosts the event every year.
What really makes this special and fun is that we involve many divisions and departments throughout the Chickasaw Nation. They come together, they bring their own innovative ideas to help support the arts.
The Chickasaw Nation celebrates the arts year-round with several programs for Chickasaw citizens. The tribe is also involved in art workshops and mini festivals, allowing area school children to participate throughout the year.
At the new Chickasaw Nation Visitor Center in Sulphur, a new photography exhibit is being planned there. Chickasaw photographers, amateurs, and professionals are asked to submit their work. Up to 10 photographs will be selected from each age group, youth ages 13 to 18 and adults ages 19 and over. May 3rd is the deadline to submit your piece. For complete details, including submission requirements, contact the number on your screen. Photographs selected will be announced in June with the exhibit opening this summer. We look forward to sharing with you the photographs that will be part of that permanent exhibit at the Visitor Center.
And that's all the time we have for this episode of CNTV.
We'll see you next time.
Explore Chickasaw.tv for more than 1,000 additional videos about everything Chickasaw. The people, the arts, citizen services, our vibrant history. And we have a brand new feature, Learn Our Language with lessons, stories, and games. Plus, don't miss these new stories on the next CNTV on Chickasaw.tv.